Oh my goodness, I'll try that again. I had to go yell at Mickey. He was out there barking endlessly. It's not nice. It's dark out there. You need to come in. Anyway, I just wanted to say that we're home. When we got here, I had not eaten. I was, at that point starting to get lightheaded. So I had to stop and make something to eat here real quick. But I made a egg foo young. So good. So easy. So how to make egg foo young. You do just a couple of eggs, beat them, a little bit of milk in them, okay? Beat them well. And you put in your pan, your oil, little oil, a green onion, okay? And get yourself some barbecue pork if you have a Chinese restaurant where you can just buy the barbecue pork by itself. We're lucky here we have a Chinese restaurant that makes great barbecue pork, and you can buy a little box of it for like $5. So you cut up some of the barbecue pork, green onion, and bean sprouts. Now if you can find fresh bean sprouts, that's better. Unfortunately here I can never find fresh bean sprouts. So I used a can, and it will do in a pinch. Not as good as fresh, but it's still doable. And you go ahead and get your omelet, pretty well cooked, and then you just get some brown gravy, okay? Now I just bought the signature brown gravy from, is it Albertsons? Yeah, I think it's Albertsons. But, and then you just put a little bit of that brown gravy on there, beef gravy, brown gravy, and that's it. You're done. Egg foo young is so easy to make, okay? And it's really good. So that's what we had this evening. Of course, Mr. Mickey had to have his share. These two, they've got to have their share. So anyway, today was a bust when it came to the cars. And then Ronaldo was looking at cars and stuff, and he said he found one there in Florida. Come to find out, the thing had a salvage title. Salvage. Yeah. And the idiot that was trying to sell it was saying, oh, it must have been due to paint difficulty or something. You don't get a salvage title because of paint. Okay. I told Ronald, this guy's a scammer. What he wants for it is high to begin with. Mickey, quit. And then come to find out, he saw the Carfax. The car has water damage. Okay. You never, ever, ever buy a car with water damage, because you can wind up having electrical issues and all sorts of other problems with it. Mold, electrical issues. That's the kiss of death, buying a car with water damage. And like I said, the guy was trying to sell it for a car that's had, no accidents or anything. Really? Yeah, no. Anyone. I found one that I'm going to call about tomorrow. It's in Texas. It's got 142,000 miles on it. It's 2012. Now, I bought my 2012 Prius last year, and it had 60,000 miles. I'm already almost up to 190,000 miles on it. Yeah. So the high mileage does not bother me. I do a lot of miles. Okay. I put almost as many miles as that one has on since 2012 on this 1 year alone. Yeah. They like me at the oil place because I get oil changes quite frequently. They go look at me like, you're coming in again? I go, yeah, it's another. I'm almost at 5,000 miles again. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to call about that one tomorrow. It's had 2 owners, 1 accident, no damage. So I'm going to, call and look on it. The price is decent. Price is real decent for it. So we'll see what happens, if they still have that one or not. What's up? Find out tomorrow. So, yeah, we definitely had a drive today. A definite drive for sure. But anyway, we're here. I'm going to go take a nice hot bath pretty soon. My flowers are still pretty. Starting to wilt a little around the edges. But no, they're still pretty. Still looking good. Just lovely. I love the colors and everything. Miss Lily really liked the one with all the roses. She tried to get up there to smell it again. She likes that one a lot. She says, I like the smell of the roses. She says, that's pretty special. And the other one's got all these little daisies in it that are just so pretty and light and pretty little daisies. Yeah. But yeah, it was a long drive today. I didn't really stop. I drove up there. When I got there, I just got out and went and, looked to see what the car was, etc. And as soon as we were done, got in the car and I drove back. Now, on the way, I did get, had a little sandwich with a piece of cheese and a little piece of, Lebanon bologna on it, and that's all I had all day, okay? So by the time I got back here, I was pretty hungry. Usually, if I wasn't going breakneck speed, I would stop and would have cooked something. But, yeah, I just wanted to get back. And so that's what I did. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, my God. Now, like I said, I was really, really surprised. I don't know if did I put a video out after I had seen the car? I don't know anymore. I'm like, I don't know. But I was really surprised at it because it's it's just a little bit larger than the smart car. It's a little bit wider. But you get in there and it fills as much room as my Prius does in the front. Okay? It's like driving a regular big size car in the front. Now, when you look at the back seat's another story. The back is like, small, small area in the back. But when you're in the front, it seems like a regular big car. And the steering in it is really tight. I mean, it's, you move that car and it's moving. Now, I saw one guy driving it, and that drove him crazy. I guess he's used to driving a car with a steering wheel with a lot of play in it. So in this one, he said when he's going on the highway and fast speed, and that, he's like... Now, I like a car with tight steering, because it's responsive. If you need it to be responsive, it's responsive. And it had a lot more pickup, get up and go than I thought it would, okay? Now, then again, I'm used to driving the Prius, and I always drive it in economy, Okay, so you've got slower pickup. But yeah, this one had more pickup than the Prius does when you take off and things. Yeah. So I was really, really surprised at it. It's got an 8-gallon gas tank, which is small, which the Prius also has a small gas tank. I think Prius is either 8 or 10 gallons. Maybe it's 10 gallons. And the IQ's got an 8-gallon tank. But yeah, I was really surprised at it today. And I've seen that when I watch the videos on people. Now, mostly you see people in Europe showing the IQ. But people get in it and say the same thing. You're amazed when you get in it that it feels like a normal big car. Until you look behind you and you go, where'd the rest of the car go? But it's good. But one thing I found out, I didn't know, the smart cars, they do not have AC. No AC. How can people drive those? Especially when you're places like this and it's getting 100 degrees, 90 degrees, and you've got no AC, no nothing. Yeah, no, Yeah. But the IQ has AC and it was fine, So, yeah, I was very surprised at it. So, I did look online too to see if you can get parts for them because they're not importing them, but they still, they have tons of them in Japan too. And in Japan, they have really pretty ones. They don't have them here. All the ones here are that black or gray interior, that's it. No, not in Japan. They've got really pretty IQs, and they're still making them in Japan and in Europe. You can get they came out with a new one this year as well, but they're not importing them over here. So, what, Mick? What's out there? Yeah, you're tough. There he goes, security dude. What's out there? I don't know what he thinks he sees. Now, what they do, if I go look out this window here to see if something's been delivered, they know usually if I go that window, something's been, they start running to the back already. And sometimes there's nothing there. I'm going, no, there's nothing, and they turn around, come back. But the minute I go over by that window and start looking out, they start running, So every time a package comes, they run around there and bark, and then they have to come in and check the package out. Those two are funny. Now everybody loves Miss Lily, because when I'm in the car, they see her peeking her little head around. They all go, oh, she's so cute. I said, don't kid yourself, she's a troublemaker. Hey, Miss Lily, what are you doing over there, gremlin girl? What are you doing? You getting into something? Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to put it out there that we're here and we're fine, and I'm going to go in and take a nice hot bath in a few minutes, put some Epsom salt in it, and chillax. Because that's, 8 hours of driving, and then, 45 minutes, an hour of, looking at that car and talking to them and stuff, and then just immediately back on the road. Yeah. Miss Lily, leave that alone. Miss Lily, she found paper. She's over there tearing it up. Hey, Miss Lily, come on. Come on, Lily Boom Boom. Good girl, Boom Boom girl. My little gremlin. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, it's a good girl. Yeah, you did a good girl thing. Yeah, that's a good girl. So anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here for now because, yeah, I am tired today.